Hey guys, Sunday morning, just got off work and a couple packages came in, and basically it's the weather stripping. Talking to you guys, some of I forgot who it was telling me it'd be a good idea to put the weather stripping in that trunk to see if it actually brought it up some. So went ahead and ordered some weather stripping, but I thought it was interesting because I ordered the same weather stripping. One's soft seal and one's something else. I'll have to pull it out of there, but one's kind of more of a firm and one's actually softer. So I've got one of each, and whichever one works best in this vehicle, I'll use it on this vehicle, and then the other one I'll keep for my Camaro. So Daryl, if you're watching, I'm not going to charge you for both of these, only for one, but they're both like 20 bucks, 24 bucks, something like that. Anyway, but I thought it was interesting that I have that one and that one. So the packaging here, make sure you guys can see. Okay, so here's what we got. We have this in this big ass box. So I'm just saying, wouldn't it stand to reason that they would save themselves money by doing this, as what the other company did, and I'm not going to name companies or whatever, but it's the same thing. They just put it in a, but this has cost, no telling how much money for this, man. Maybe because this is a bigger company, maybe they don't care, but I'm just saying, really. So, I don't know. Seemed like and I know, like you guys know, it costs more money to ship these bigger packages, and this probably didn't cost that much. But anyway, so yeah, I've got these. I'm gonna kind of play with that a little bit, see if I can't get my trunk gap worked out a little bit. I'm just gonna set this in there because I'm not at the point where I'm gonna put the weather adhesive. But so this one is a soft seal. And then this one is called the Super Soft. And I was told that this stuff works fantastic. So I had already purchased this, and then I had somebody tell me, hey, we use this and it worked out super good. I think Rare Rat suggested this stuff, and I'm sorry, I can't remember who it was that said, hey, if you get a chance to get this stuff, it really works good, and it's harder. This stuff, you can tell it's quite a bit softer. This is hollow. I'm looking at it right. Maybe not. This one seems more firm to me than this one. So this one won't compress like this one will probably. So we'll try both of them and see which one's going to actually benefit the trunk gaps the most, and go with that. Like I said, they both cost about the same. So, but yeah, I like to kind of do a quick comparison. This definitely does seem like it's really nice quality. The soft steel stuff's been around forever, probably since I was a kid. I don't know, but okay, this is solid, and then this one has the actual holes in it, but this is a lot more firm than this. It looks about the same size, but this one's not going to squash like this one will. So yeah, we'll figure out which one does best, and go with that one. So all right, that's it for now. I'll bring you back, and when I figure out what's going to work best on the trunk. See ya. Hey guys, they're saying it's 101 degrees outside. I don't know how accurate that is. Saying it's 85 in here. I haven't opened the shop. I've been in the house today. I worked yesterday and we had a pretty rough shift, so I slept quite a bit. So I'm just getting up and getting around. But what time is it? 4:30. But yeah, it's hot. I mean, it feels hot outside, and it's saying 37% humidity, which that's not bad, but we've had a ton of rain, so, and it says more humid in here than it is outside. But like I said, I ain't opened up the shop, so and I'm afraid if I open the shop up, you know, that temperature's gonna catch up pretty fast. Normally it's about 10 degrees, and it's about 10 degrees cooler in here than it is outside. And of course, you know, I got really good insulation, the whole thing, and it's actually working pretty good except for these doors. I'm gonna have to insulate these doors because I was standing over here earlier messing with the channel here, and you could feel the radiant heat coming off these metal doors, so I'll probably have to do something with that. And they're saying if you put more weight in the doors, then you gotta change your springs out, and it's like, really? Just non-stop. More money, more money, more money. So I don't know, we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, I need to find a good I was thinking I found a good unit at Home Depot for the window, and then I started looking at the reviews, and people are not happy. But you know, you get some that say, oh, it's the best unit ever, and then you've got people that say it's the biggest piece of crap ever. It's like, I really wish the reviews were a little more consistent. But anyway, yeah, I need to open this up and see what happens with the temperature change with the wind and with the fans on and everything. And if not, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get me a window unit for here, because it's just, I'm not gonna be out here when it's 95 degrees in the shop or whatever. I mean, I used to do that when I was younger, and you know, I don't have to now, so I'm just not going to. I don't know how that sounds, but I mean, it is what it is. I've gotten older, and if I don't have to be out here burning up, you know, I used to, like I said, I used to have to lay under a car, didn't have the lift and all that, and you know, you're laying under the car and all this dirt here is all falling in your face and getting in your eyes, and you're hot and you're sweating, and it just, you know, it just sucked. So, you know, building a nice shop and getting a lift and, you know, getting heater, and I'm like, well, now I'll just air condition this bad boy, and you know, and come out here and tinker whenever I want and be climate controlled and nice. And I think that window unit's going to set me back about $600. I mean, yeah, that's a lot of money, but man, for all summer long, I'll be out here just like I'm working on a car inside my house. So I think it's worth it to me. But all right, yeah, I was just gonna see. I just come out just to see how hot it was, because man, I come out earlier and I was like, man, it's getting hot. And like I said, I don't know how accurate that is, and that may be in the direct sun right now. So in the shade outside, it's probably about 90 degrees. But all right, guys. Well, I'll talk to you in a little bit. See ya. Hey guys, I'm gonna do a little home repair here. Anybody who owns a home, had an air conditioner come out and your fan's just sitting there, it's not spinning, and the unit's humming and going on, it's your capacitor most of the time. This little guy right there is your capacitor. I just replaced this one, and it's real simple. This part cost me $6. If you have an air conditioner guy come out, they're going to charge you like a minimum $85. Literally all you have to do is take a couple screws off this. Make sure you unplug your power first. That's super important, or it's going to probably kick your ass. But yeah, then you just plug these two in. I'm going to put some tape back over that so that they don't contact anything else in there, and it'll fire right back up. And so yeah, I would say 99% of the time that's your culprit right there. And so like I said, they're cheap. If you call out somebody, they're going to charge you probably $20 for the part. They're going to charge you $85 minimum for labor, plus whatever else they can stick it to you for. So believe me, I learned the hard way. I thought, you got to be kidding me. A lot of times these guys will come out and I'll watch them fix it and think, yeah, I can do that. That's not a big deal. So
But yeah, I've always been that guy that's I just watched how people do something and then I just do it. I figure it out. So, but yeah, that's super easy fix. You don't even have to really, you know, like I said, nut driver, you're good to go. So thought I'd share that with you. Most of you guys already know this. This is, you know, common stuff. But for the guys who don't, you know, and had, you know, like I said, you come out here and your fan's not spinning, but your unit's just humming. That's what you need to replace. Like I said, super cheap. $6 and you'll be good to go. So I'm gonna fire this bad boy back up here in a minute and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright guys, well I had that out. I went ahead and lifted this fan out and washed out all the coils and everything. Those get clogged up with dog hair and dust and all kinds of crap. You need to do that every year. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna plug this bad boy back in. There you go. Like that. So yeah, super easy fix. It's getting hot out here. I've got a handicap drill in there, so I got to make sure this stuff is working right. This is an older unit, so I really got to keep an eye on it. Anyway, that's it for that. I'm gonna get back on this car and I just had to take care of that this morning because that's a priority. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna get out here and get on this car today. So I'll bring back when I get some progress on that. See ya. Hey guys, I was doing a little bit more cleaning on this area here, and went ahead and cleaned this, prepped it with wax and grease remover, and then sprayed some self-etching primer down in this area that was bare. And I was looking here. I've got all this bent back, obviously, that I've got to put back, and I still have to make this piece out here, which I may do today. But I was looking at this. I'm pretty sure there's not supposed to be a hole right there coming up in your wheel well. And so I'm probably going to have to make a little patch and seal that up. You can see it comes all the way through to the inside here. So, and that's really the only rusted spot. It's just right down there at the bottom. So I'll make me a little patch and weld that in. Said no big deal, but yeah, you don't want water coming inside your car there. So, and obviously water at some points got in there and rusted that out. So I was looking at the other side, and I know it's too dark to see that, but it's solid. So there's no holes or nothing there. It looks pretty good. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna do that. While I got this ripped open like this, make it easier on me, and I'll get all that bent back over and then measure this out and make this little piece here, get it all done, and start prepping this and putting my weld through primer on these surface areas, get my wheel well prepped up, holes punched, all that kind of stuff, and try to get this. I'd like to get that wheel well welded on today. It'd be nice. And I'm also thinking about going ahead and priming all this after I get it cleaned up, but we'll see what happens with the time. It's about 2:15 right now. So, all right, I'll bring you guys back. See you. Hey guys, got that fitted up. It's just sitting on there, actually hanging on there. I went ahead and cut these grooves out to get around this, and just noticed that when I put that in there, that covers that hole. But you guys know me, I can't live with that. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a little patch for that back side. Go ahead and do it right so to just cover it, because no one ever see that. I get it, but you know, we're doing it. Let's do it right. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut a little patch for that, weld it in. You know, another thing I was gonna say, you know, if I had somebody doing my car for me, like this guy's having me do it, I can't think of anything better than to have someone videotape pretty much everything, or camcord everything that they're doing to it like I'm doing. I mean, literally, if he goes to sell it, the buyer can watch just YouTube, any of these videos, and say, you know, this guy's done a quality restoration job on this car. I've seen every detail. He didn't skip any. He didn't scrimp on anything. Stuff like that. You know, I mean, I think that'll be invaluable to him someday. When he goes to sell it, he'll get a lot more money, I think, out of the car if he ever does sell it. Knowing that someone's taken the time to love the car up, do it right, kind of like Double R does. I mean, that guy, I mean, I thought I was meticulous, but that guy's got me beat. I mean, he's freaking amazing. So, yeah. But anyway, yeah, just little stuff like that. Like I said, I just got that sitting on there. Pull it off, and I'm gonna go ahead and run that patch. But just little stuff like this, you know. I mean, I could let that go, nobody ever see it, on and on. But yeah, I mean, that's just thin metal. I'm gonna have to pop hole through that to weld that into this area anyway. Well, it's not that there's gonna be nothing there to weld to anyway. So gotta go ahead and fix that and do it right. Takes a little more time, but you know what? It's going to be worth it in the long run. The car's going to be awesome. So yeah, I just thought I'd share that with you. Like I said, you know, I always thought, you know, I'm doing this to help other guys out, but I'm also doing it to help the guy that owns the car out as well. I mean, like I said, he'll know I'm doing a quality job. He knows everything I'm doing to it, when I'm doing it, the whole deal. So, you know, he'll know I didn't cut any corners. He's not getting screwed. He knows just from watching the videos. So, you know, it covers my butt. It shows him I'm doing a good job. It's going to help the resale value. You know, there's just numerous benefits to this. So, helping you guys out, helping me out, learning from you guys. So yeah, it's just a good deal. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. See ya. Hey guys, I got all the bad metal cut out of there. See there, just used my little saw, my little air saw. Worked out real good. I just took a piece of paper, stuck it up there. I just take the side of the pencil, and this is, I mean, I know this is basic stuff, but just make a little patch. Then I just used the knife to cut it out. So here's my patch, and I mean, literally, it's the exact size, the whole deal. So I'll just transfer that to metal and cut it out and weld it in. So like I said, I know basic stuff, but hey, just thought I'd show you how I do some of them. And so, all right, see you. All right, there's the patch. It's just sitting in there right now. And I went ahead and extended it down a little bit lower right here because this metal right here looked a little wimpy. So I'm gonna go ahead and reinforce it a little bit and just do a lap weld here and then transition into a butt weld here. But like I said, that panel's gonna cover that whole thing anyway, and all I'm doing is putting a backer in here so I have something good to weld to. So anyway, just yeah, give me a little idea what I'm doing here. All right, go ahead and get welded in and ground down, and I'll bring you back. See you. All right, guys, there it is, little patch. I'll probably put some seam sealer in some of these little areas here, just to make sure, you know, nothing can get up into this. This is actually below the little hole where it was anyway, but guys, there it is. I'm going to put me some seam sealer all the way around the weld area. Like I said, it's going to be covered anyway. I'm just going to smear some just so way nothing can get up in here or whatever. So, and in between the outer panel that's going to be over top of that, I'll seam seal that as well. So it'll be nice. And I'll also spray some primer on that. But yeah, that's it. So, all right, I'll bring you back when I get something else. See you. Alright guys, I got that all fitted up. I'm real happy with that. I still got to make this piece here, which you can see it's real tight, real nice. It actually fits real good up in there. The only problem I'm having here is it looks like this got bent in, so I'm going to have to take this back off and bend it back out to match this so I can weld that up in there together. But the rest of this it looks nice, so I'm going to go ahead and put my quarter panel on, fit it up, and I'll run some screws in there so when I take it back off it'll go right back on where it is now. That's it, just a little update. Like I said, that's where that patch was. It'll be completely covered, you can't even tell it was there. And so yeah, I just got to do a little bit of work here. It looks like this got bent in just a little bit, and it's enough to where it should be out here to where it's able to grab a hold of that to weld it. So I'm gonna have to do a little bit hammer and dolly work there, but other than that, yeah, it's looking pretty good. Oh yeah, look at here. Oh, the sand clamp. So yeah, I've got it clamped in so I can still put the quarter panel on with just having clamps instead of screwing it all in and everything. All those clamps will be inside and they won't get in the way of the quarter panel. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that on, and I'll show you what it looks like. Alright guys, that's probably it for today. It's 5:45, 5:40-ish. Looks like it's 90 degrees in here and almost 100 outside. Humidity's come down to 40 in here and 32 outside, so it's not horrible, but I'm still not used to this warm weather. Went ahead and got the panel back on, and this is all fitting up nice. I like it. I like where it is, but as you can see here, it's hitting pretty good, and I can squeeze that in, but it's just not a good fit. And when I do, it's messed this gap up. Remember how tight that gap was? Well, that gap isn't tight anymore, so it's actually probably pulling my whole fender back this direction. So I may end up having to do some hammer and dolly work in here and kind of push this panel back in some. But everything else up in here, this gap up here is nice, and this gap back here is pretty good. So, but this one's off now. It's up too far that direction. So yeah, it's a little screwed up. So I'm gonna have to work with it and figure out what's going on, because like I said, if I put the panel back that way more, it's gonna make that gap bigger. So yeah, just putting this inner or outer wheel well in has kind of screwed me up some. So, but I'll work it out. I'll figure it out. I'll take it off, put it on, take it off, put it on until I get it where I need it to be. And then once that's done, we'll go from there. But all right, guys. Well, that's gonna be it for today. And like I say, you guys have a good day, a good evening, and I'll talk to you next time. See ya.